Chapter 2. Releasing the past to make space letting go without losing yourself. We all carry something. For some, it's an old heartbreak. For others, it's a betrayal that still stings when the memory surfaces. For many, it's the weight of mistakes, your own or someone else's, that you've convinced yourself you can't set down. For years, I carried the past like it was a part of me. It sat heavy in my chest, dictating how much joy I could feel, how much trust I could give, how much hope I could hold. I told myself it was safer to keep it close, because letting go felt like letting my guard down. But here's the truth I had to face. Holding on was hurting me more than the wound itself. And the illusion of safety. We tell ourselves that holding on to the past keeps us safe. If I remember the pain, I won't let it happen again. If I keep replaying what happened, I can figure out where I went wrong. If I never forget, I'll never be blindsided like that again. But memory can't protect you, wisdom can. And wisdom doesn't require you to carry the weight of what happened forever. What I thought was a shield was actually a chain. I wasn't guarding myself. I was imprisoning myself. Why letting go feels so hard? Letting go is not forgetting. It's not saying what happened didn't matter. It's not pretending it didn't hurt. It's acknowledging, this happened. It shaped me. And now it no longer gets to control me. The past feels safe because it's familiar, even when it's painful. Stepping into the unknown feels risky. But growth always asks you to trade familiar pain for unfamiliar freedom. In the day I put it down. I remember the day I finally began to release my own past. I was sitting with a journal in my lap, writing about the same situation I'd written about for years, the same heartbreak, the same anger, the same looping story. And I realized I wasn't writing for healing anymore. I was writing to keep the wound open. I was so used to living with it that I didn't know who I'd be without it. That realization broke me open. Because if I wanted to become her, the healed, whole version of me, I had to make room for her. And that meant setting the past down, even if I didn't know what life would feel like without it. Letting go without losing yourself. One of the biggest fears about releasing the past is that you'll lose part of yourself in the process. But you are not your pain. You are not your mistakes. You are not the version of you that endured those things. You can honor your history without being held hostage by it. You can carry the lesson without carrying the weight. Making space for what's next. When you release what no longer serves you, you don't just create space, you create invitation. Space for joy. Space for trust. Space for peace. Space for the kind of love that feels safe. Space for dreams you've been too weighed down to imagine. But nothing new can come in while your hands are full of what's over. Practical steps to begin releasing. 1. Name it. Be specific about what you're letting go of. Relationships, guilt, shame, resentment. Naming it brings clarity. 2. Grieve it. Let yourself feel the loss. Letting go isn't a bypass, it's a process. 3. Bless it. This is the hardest part. Thank it for what it taught you, even if the lesson came wrapped in pain. 4. Replace it. When the old thought or memory resurfaces, consciously choose a new truth to replace it with. A final truth. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about yourself to stop bleeding for what's already gone. You cannot become her while clutching the woman you used to be. Set her down with love. Step forward with courage. Make space for the life that's waiting for you.